So why are business owners not getting approved or getting rejected for capital?
A lot of it is timing because you go in when you need the money and you don't go in when you're sitting good. Well, the problem with that is now you look extremely high risk on top of a bunch of other factors to these lenders. So of course you're going to get denied. The second part is just not understanding your own numbers, your financials, profit loss statement, bank statements, balance sheets, how to articulate what that all means and how it connects to each other to a lender. If you don't know your numbers and can't explain them, how do you expect a bank to get you approved? The third one is credit. A lot of us jumped in, we started our own business. We didn't know any better. We used the crap out of our personal credit to stay alive. But the thing is we don't realize that as we grow, there are better ways to do things on our business that doesn't require our personal credit to be involved. And in fact, our personal credit should be as minimally involved as possible because that's the separation of personal and business is super important.
Definitely. And can you go into the difference between personal credit and business credit? I know you kind of mentioned that the business credit doesn't report to your personal. Is that always the case, or is it the way that you do things? How does that work?
So depending on how you're structured on your loans and on your credit cards and all that kind of stuff is how it's going to end up reporting, right? So you can have a business credit card, we'll say, right, where you're personally guaranteed on that card. But that card may not report to your personal credit unless you are very delinquent or derogatory on that card. Then it will report to your personal, right? So you still got to manage the money that you have properly with the majority of this stuff. So there is a difference between a personal guarantee on the business and a personal guarantee on your personal though, right? A personal guarantee and a personal loan shows up on your personal credit report, which means that no matter what you do, that's going to always be affecting your utilization numbers. And it could also affect your payment history if you miss a payment in a bad way, right? On the business side though, a personal guarantee on a business side doesn't show up on your personal credit report, and you may be able to get by with, a couple missed payments and then have those fall off quicker than if they're on your personal, right? But that stuff doesn't affect your utilization on your personal side. It just affects the utilization on the business side. So they're not connected necessarily directly. Now, if your business credit score is high enough and you can get financing 100% on your business, there is never a risk of any of that coming back to you on personally. Even if you are derogatory and behind on payments, it will just affect negatively your business credit reports and will never touch you personally.